Are you working on your college applications and wondering where did these crazy essay prompts come from? In this video, I'm going to share with you some delightful essay topics from colleges that are asking ridiculous questions of college students. In this video, I'm going to do two things. One, I'm going to make fun of colleges for asking stupid questions that the fate of your entire existence hinges on. Two, I'm going to give you straight advice on how you might deal with some of these ridiculous prompts. My name is Brooke. I've been coaching people through the essay writing process for almost 2 decades. I've helped students get into places like Harvard, Stanford, University of California, you name it. And if you want to read instead of watch, be sure to check out the blog that goes with this video. Let's get into this. St. Mary's of Maryland has a prompt that says you have a day to spend at the beach and then asks you to write an essay on how you would spend it. Because let's be honest, sunscreen, towel, chilling out and not thinking about much, that's my ticket to college. So here's my quick tip. I just would not answer it straight. I would not say I'm gonna get out my towel. I guess everybody's gonna say they're gonna read a book, but I would talk about something that basically has nothing to do with the beach, but maybe is what your brain is gonna think through or what relationship you're gonna have, or like something that has nothing to do with sand and towels and swimming. And I would just turn this on its head and I would launch a rocket to Mars or do something crazy, I don't know. But I would not play this one straight. Pomona this year is asking us, what item are you excited to bring with you to college? I'm excited to bring that like 1-inch egg crate because your mattresses are horribly uncomfortable. But seriously, what can you do to approach this question? It sounds kind of corny. And I guarantee you a gazillion people are gonna be like, oh, I'm so clever, I'm gonna bring my curiosity. That's the item I will bring. Curiosity is not an item. Let's start with that one. And two, everybody's gonna say that. What I actually would do is I would reframe this question, icebreaker-wise. What is the characteristic about me that I wanna show to colleges? And then figure out an item that you own that sort of can be a telling detail to reveal that aspect of your personality. For example, I have an entrepreneurial spirit, and maybe I will talk about, I'm going to bring the click pen that I made in junior achievement, right? And the pen actually is meaningless and nothing. But the idea is that I'm gonna bring the same entrepreneurial spirit that I put together to create pens that we then sold as our first junior achievement project, was like selling pens. USC has a slew of short answer questions that I kind of scratch my head and I go, really USC? This is what's gonna get me into your college? Some of them are really hard to answer. Like for example, what is your favorite snack? Yogurt? Like, I'm sure people are gonna lie because if I tell people what my favorite snack actually is, it's gonna be boring. So like they're just setting you up for like fiction, I think, kind of, maybe. Favorite snack? Cookies? What TV show will you binge watch next? All I have to say on this one is please do not put something weird and creepy. The only thing that this question can do for you is knock you out because you put something that sounds really juvenile and silly, which I have seen people do before, and like creepy horror movies that make me think you're a little bit of a like strange bird, and not in a good way. Which well-known person or fictional character would be your ideal roommate? I would go magical. I get the genie from Aladdin. You can't have it. Think of something else. But I guess too, like if there's somebody who you like really like their personality and you think, oh man, if I knew you in real life, I would be your BFF. Maybe I could learn something about you from that. UVA, what's your favorite word and why? Onomatopoeia, where did this one come from? I guess they just want you to sound clever and like dig through Merriam-Webster till you find something quirky and funny. I'm not quite sure what we learn about you from your favorite word that's so eye-opening and college-ready proving. Pick something fun, get goofy, but show us something about yourself if you can. What is the first song you would play for your Oxy roommate on move-in day? Princeton and Columbia also ask about like music and stuff like that. You need to have a good Spotify playlist to get into college. Stanford. Okay, so let's talk about Stanford. Is this a ridiculous essay? I say it's a ridiculous essay, and I know I've talked about this before. Write a note to your future roommate that reveals something about you or that will help your roommate and us know you better. And the way that I usually angle this is I say, pretend that you walked in the room and you were going to tell your roommate something. What would you tell them? Because that's way more natural than writing a note. Writing a note is awkward. Writing a note is like, can you stop vacuuming while I'm studying? Right? It's awkward. It makes you seem passive aggressive. I don't like roommate notes. Roommate notes are like passive aggressive. Or like, I'll be back, like 3 words. University of Vermont, established in 1978 in a renovated gas station in Burlington, Vermont, Ben & Jerry's is synonymous with the ice cream business. The company's success and unique brand identity are due in part to their one-of-a-kind flavors. Which Ben & Jerry's ice cream flavor, real or imagined, best describes you? Are you Cherry Garcia? You know, Americone Dream? Chunky Monkeys? And I will say, props to the University of Vermont. This is a ridiculous prompt, but I will say at least it says to sum up yourself in an ice cream flavor, which is something that some people in their lives have to do when Ben & Jerry's approaches them and says, hey, we want to do an ice cream flavor about you. I actually like this prompt because it is, even though it's ridiculous, it's asking you to reveal something about yourself. And it also like is poised in a way that's not just like, what's your favorite snack? Where then you have to roundabout say my favorite snack is the croissants from across the street, but I don't know if they're worthy of being called favorite. I just want to be thankful for a second because essays are not as crazy as some of them used to be. For example, Tufts used to ask Kermit the Frog famously lamented, "It's not easy being green, do you agree?" And thank goodness they're not asking that anymore. But University of Chicago is asking all the crazy questions, and I will at least give them props for owning it because they know it. They let you pick. They're all over the place. And you've just got to figure out how can you imagine something that's really going to be funny or clever or witty. You know, it's like a test of cleverness. It's like improv, right? We throw something at you, what can you make of it? Write an essay somehow inspired by super huge mustard. I respect that. What advice would a wisdom tooth have? Genghis Khan with an F1 race car, George Washington with a super soaker, Emperor Nero with a toaster, Leonardo da Vinci with a Furby. If you could give any historical figure any piece of technology, who and what would it be, and why do you think they'd work so well together? I love that the University of Chicago has a sense of humor. These are ridiculous, you guys, and I love the openness of it, and I love the creativity of it. And cool, off the wall, yes, but my best advice with you, Chicago, is pull it off and say something actually worth saying and be interesting and work and work and work until you find a prompt where you do reveal something about yourself at the same time. And so my best advice is do not go the obvious route. They're being off the wall and crazy with their essay prompts, so you get to be crazy and creative too. If you need help with your college essays, we have classes available at SupertutorTV.com with me this fall, so I encourage you to check those out. We've also got private coaching options where you can pick a private coach to help you with your essay. I hope you guys like this video, so please give it a thumbs up. What crazy essay prompts do you know about? Write them in the comments. This is gonna be fun. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you soon.